The presidential political debates are one of the great traditions in American politics. Actually, the debates are not required either by law or by the Constitution. Rather, they're just something that we do as part of the process of educating voters about who the candidates are. In the first presidential debate between President Barack Obama and challenger former Governor Mitt Romney, the debate may have provided some real insight into the personalities of these candidates. Mitt Romney appeared very buoyant and very energetic and combative, whereas President Obama appeared more subdued and less energetic. It's unclear as to whether or not this will make a difference in the election. However, it did provide insight into the difference between these two candidates and their personalities. So what difference do the presidential debates make? Can they affect the outcome of an election? The answer is both yes and no. Sometimes they do, but often they don't. A reasonable guess is that about 20% of the time it seems that the presidential debates do make a difference. The 1960 presidential debate and the 2000 presidential debate are probably the best examples of debates that really did seem to matter. In 1960, Nixon's older, more tired appearance and Kennedy's more youthful approach seemed to have made a difference in a very close election. In the 2000 presidential contest between George W. Bush and Al Gore's very bombastic style during the debates and rudeness in interrupting both his opponent, George W. Bush, and the moderator reflected very poorly on him and probably hurt him severely with swing voters during the election. The debates are not always as issue-oriented as we'd like them to be, but when they do touch on issues, they can help with informing voters about who the presidential candidates are and what they stand for in the presidential election. In the first presidential debate, Governor Romney says President Obama took $716 billion out of the Medicare program, and President Obama says that that's not true at all. What's really going on here? The $716 billion refers to money that was given to a program called Medicare Advantage. Medicare Advantage allows Medicare, a public program, to be provided by private insurers. As a result, many Republicans really like this program because it's an opportunity to bring the free market process into Medicare, into a government program. However, Democrats don't particularly like this program because it brings many of the disadvantages of private sector health insurance into a public program, Medicare. So the real controversy here between the parties is whether Medicare should be provided entirely by the government or whether the private market should play some role in providing Medicare. This $716 billion is just a touchstone to indicate the beginning of this debate. The debates help to point out to us that this is a real area of difference and something that we should be paying attention to when we're deciding which of the two parties to vote for.